Rod Baker and Garry Mize running for House District 31. Welcome, guys. Glad you're here. Did we draw who's going first? So, Mr. Baker's going first. All right. Do you need a microphone? I know you project.
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Tatum says yes, so it must be yes. Are we ready to start? Hello, I'm Rod Baker. If you don't know me already, if you don't recognize me or recognize my voice, it's good to meet you. Glad you're here. It's good to see you, Lisa. Is there anybody here in this audience, well, is there anybody here in the building besides Senator A.J. Griffin who will not vote for me? Because I'm holding out hope that Garry will. And I've been working on Jennifer, his wife. I do not want to go to the Capitol. And I promise if Garry could go to the Capitol, and if he could do what must be done up there, then I would drop out today and support him. That's what I would do. But I haven't been shown that. I haven't been shown that somebody's willing to go up there and not bend. Because if you bend over. Isn't that right, Senator Griffin? If you bend, then you bend over. Isn't that right, Todd Lane? I will not bend. I'm not going up there to start fights. I'm going up there to recover, because recovery is something I understand. Do you remember what it was like when you found Jesus? Do you remember what it was like when you were addicted to drugs and alcohol? And you had to recover from that. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. I know what it's like to recover. This state needs to recover. I'm willing to be a part of that. You give me a chance. You give me 2 years to go up there. If you don't like what I'm doing, come on over at the house. We'll sit on the porch. You tell me, don't run again. I'll be more than happy to go back to fixing hydraulics. I'll go back to serving people, being of service. Go back to helping people recover from drugs and alcohol, because that's my life. That's what I do. Go back to hanging out with Lisa Ann and Lily, my granddaughter. If you want to give me a chance, give me a chance. Give me a shot. If you don't, thank goodness we've got Garry. And if he gets elected, I'll be up at the Capitol making sure that he does the very best he can. So I make no promises other than that. I know how to recover. I know how not to bend. If you want that, then please vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rod. Now, let's welcome Garry Mize. Garry.
Thank you. Really appreciate the Logan County Republican Women for putting this on. It's been a wonderful event. Appreciate you all for taking the time to come out. I know that it's getting closer and closer towards the end of this, and being a perceptive guy, I know that I'm one of the last things between you and the door or the bathroom, or both. So we'll keep it brief. Guthrie's home for me. I was born and raised here. My folks grew up here. My mom took care of the elderly in this community for years and years. My dad served this community as a postman and a self-employed businessman. I grew up, graduated from Guthrie. I'm from Guthrie, I'm for Guthrie. I live in South Logan County now. My wife, Jennifer, and I have 3 kids. Thankfully, they all look like her. Otherwise, they'd be bald and funny looking. And people have asked me, why are you doing this? Every once in a while, I think in my head before I answer, I don't know. or I've changed my answer. But those 3 kids, those are my reasons. Maxwell, Maddox, and Maverick. I want them to grow up in a state that they're proud of. Coming from Guthrie, graduating here, I was an athlete, and then I was fortunate enough to go on to college on scholarship as an athlete. I'm a really competitive person. If you don't believe me, ask my twin brother. He will attest to it. I think it's sad for our state to struggle as much as it is, and it's unnecessary. There have been many things said today by many of the candidates. Some you may agree with, some you may not. In the last couple of days, I've been in a meeting with some of the brightest and best in Oklahoma talking about the issues that the state faces. Talked about not showing that it can be done. Well, that's because I haven't served yet. But I can tell you when I serve will change his opinion. I have been an endurance athlete most of my life. So what that ought to tell you right away is I'm a little crazy, right? I'm not opposed to getting on my bike and riding 120 miles or finishing an Ironman triathlon. What that tells you is that I can go into a situation that's difficult and not cower down. Do I have all the answers? Absolutely not, but clearly neither does anyone else. It's not about me. I learned that years ago from Rick Warren's book. The first day it says it's not about you. And taking from this class that I was in, that was one of the biggest pieces of helpful information, was a reminder that it's not about me. I'm proud to be from this community. I'm a self-employed business owner. I've been in the financial planning and investment business for 17 years, self-employed for 6, independent on my own with a business partner. I can obviously help with some of the monetary and budgetary issues that we have, but what I want you all to understand, the folks that live in this district, I'm from this district, I'm for this district, and I have the persistence and the courage to have the hard conversations, to do the hard things, and to admit when I don't know, I will find somebody that does and glean from that information from those that have gone before us and done a good job. I will work hard for you. I grew up in a blue-collar home. That's all I know is how to work hard. My name is Garry Mize, candidate for state representative for House District 31. Let me say this last thing because my mom and dad taught me this way, to say please and thank you. Please, we need your support. The opportunity to serve this district is my way to say thank you for the individuals that have helped me in my life and supported me and my family. Thank you.
Thank you, Garry, and thank you, Rod.